Hello. What a professional show. Hello, everybody. I needed some more light. All of a sudden, I realized I needed light. I need light. All right. How are you guys? I hope everyone's doing great. Oh, thank you, Lucretia. I thought you guys might like that or video. I just thought, every once in a while I'll capture something I just feel like is unique. And so that was a very interesting session. And I got a lot of really just nice messages through that session too. So I knew it was special and probably should be shared. So that we have lots of help, lots of help on the other side. So, all right. So let's get started. Well, thank you everyone for coming in. And I usually do, if you're new, welcome. I just answer political and current event questions the best that I can with the help of my guides. And we have Adam in the garage in the Bat Cave doing his helping us too. And I usually name check at the end so we can get started right away. So hopefully you can hear me okay. And let's check my volume real quick. Yeah, I think you guys can probably hear me. Okay. And we'll get started. Thanks to everybody for coming. Gang's all here. Trump's bloody fingers have been interpreted as possible signs of syphilis. It would explain a lot, including, the Alfonso Capone obsession. But what say your guides? Okay. All right. Okay. Funny, I tried to kind of tune in when I was seeing it today, and I thought it might be a question tonight. So I stopped and I just thought, I'll just see what is, I get when we're live. So so 1 second. I'm getting like 2 different episodes. So I almost feel like, and I'm getting cuts. His skin, something with his skin. Thin, we know he has thin skin, right? But I think he literally has thin skin. But I'm also getting like cuts, and then I'm getting like reopening the cuts. So I feel like they may have happened in the morning, and then like moving his hands around, or like I know he hit the table like a toddler, that it like this is early. They're saying early. So I feel like it happened early in the morning or early, but it's like a reopening. Cuts. I'm getting cuts. So all I'm getting is that it's like 2 incidences. So it's like one thing happened, and then so either it's something like he cut his hand or cut his finger, it was bled, and another action made it like reopen or made it worse. That's what I'm getting. It's like 2 events. And something about early in the morning. So maybe he hits like something at night, like hit, I don't know, broke something or hit something at night, like in his sleep, or I'm not getting something that it's about. It happened early in the morning. Yeah, that's all I'm getting. I have a feeling we may, know what it is. I'm sure he'll lie about it, whatever he says, but maybe we'll get some kind of idea or something. I don't think it's syphilis. I don't really get that feeling, because it doesn't feel like this is a disease. It's more like a condition. And that's why when I got the thin skin, it's like it's a more of like a condition or something. I just wanted to thank that person. Itanari, thank you, Itanari, for the super sticker. Thank you. All right. Yeah, I wish I could get a clearer understanding, but I feel like it might be a whole story behind it or something. So anyway.
Maybe they'll bleed to death.
Yes. Maybe you will. Sometimes paper cut can do that. Oh, they said paper cuts. It could be. It's coming across like cuts, but it feels like it happened early, and that it's almost like reopened or re-injured or something, or made worse in some way. So anyway, what's going on with Princess Catherine and word of her having surgery? Princess Catherine. Who is Princess Catherine? Do you know, Adam, where that is? Is that England or?
So yeah, Princess of Wales.
Oh, Kate. Princess Kate. Okay.
You know that I assiduously do not follow the royals because everyone thinks I should, so I refuse to.
Yes, I know. Yes, you have an aversion to the royals. Okay. This feels like that's weird, but like a female issue, like a cyst or it feels, and because it feels routine. It doesn't feel like it's anything out of the, it doesn't feel like out of the, like ordinary. It kind of feels like this happens all the time, or this goes on all the time, but it feels like it's low. It feels like it could be like female issues. It's like from another era when I say that, but it could be that, but I'm just getting something low. So or it could be intestinal, I guess, or something like that. But I'm feeling like it's nothing, it happens all the time. It's routine. It just feels like, oh yeah, this happens. So to me, it doesn't feel like it's something really, really serious. It just sounds like it happens. It's routine. It's not an out of the ordinary kind of surgery. It happens to people often. And so I feel like she'll be okay. And I don't feel like there's anything else after that. It just kind of feels like this is a one and done kind of situation. So, okay. So that's what I'm getting. I haven't heard anything about that. So sometimes it helps to have a little bit of context, but that's what I'm getting, something low.
I didn't either, but CBS News, apparently Kensington Palace called it a planned abdominal surgery. So
there you go.
Very much in line with everything you said.
Okay, so there you go. So yeah, and that's a good, thank you, Tim Walliser. It's a good, it's a teachable moment because you can see how the information comes through and that it's just like, I just kept getting something low, routine, like these key words and key things that are trying to tell me, but that's how information comes across. Sometimes it can be very, very, very like spot on or detailed or whatever, but when you just kind of open up and ask a question and open up, you really have to be patient and use just exactly what you're getting. If I had like 20 minutes to sit and meditate and go through, I'd probably get a lot more detail. But I I just think that's a good, in the moment kind of teachable moment of what it's like to get messages and how they can come across and how they're accurate, but there's more to it. So yeah, anyway, that's it. I love it. So interesting. Okay, does Nimarata, Nikki Haley, okay, no, I'm not even sure how to say that. Nimarata, Nikki Haley think she has a real chance of becoming the Republican nominee? Thank you, Neptune Blue 913, and thank you, Melanie Sherritt. Thank you, Sherritt. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Connie B, for thanking everybody. Okay. Does Nikki Haley think she has a real shot? Not my time, not my year. I feel like she knows it's not. It's almost like she's running for another shot. She's running now so that people are familiar with her next time, because I feel like she knows this isn't probably going to be her time, but she feels like next time. To me, this is kind of like, and I don't know if she always felt this. I feel like maybe she was more confident earlier, but I feel like at this point, I keep seeing her father. I know that he went into the hospital, so I'm wondering if maybe she's thinking this is bad timing, or this is not good, or whatever. But so maybe this is fairly recently that she's kind of feeling like this. So so I'm feeling like it's like not this time, not my time. But I feel like she feels like next time. It's interesting too, because I feel like she knows that Biden is going to win. She knows this is like this year Biden will win. She knows that. At least it comes across that way. Like she knows this. And so it's like my time is next time. So that's what I'm getting. Okay. Is Fani Willis in big trouble over the accusation of being inappropriate with one of her prosecutors? Will this affect her prosecutions? Okay. I just heard rumor. I think I got this last time. I'm seeing like spaghetti hit the wall. Like it's like they're throwing to see what sticks. I feel like there may be, there were rumors about this or something. I feel like it's old. For some reason, I'm feeling like this is old, or this is an old, maybe they went out once, so like a million years ago, but I feel like this is old. It's not now. But let me see if it has any weight. Let me see. I'm hearing speed up, slow down. So I feel like this is I don't even know if they think this is going to work. It's kind of like, I think it's something to throw at the wall to try to slow things down. I feel like this is just something to throw out there too. There was another accusation. She had an affair with somebody she was prosecuting. Okay.
So there was like a gang member or something that they were connecting her to, that she had some, illicit affair with him, and that kind of went nowhere. And now this one, it's almost like exactly the same accusation, but just switching somebody on her team who's getting paid. They provided no evidence or information, but of course, the mainstream media, I'll say here, because they're trying to both sides it and be like fair, like they're not being giving her any favors, that she hasn't outright denied it. So I don't know. I
Yeah,
hope so.
I feel like there may be something like there may be like I said, but it feels like it's old. It's like a long time ago or something. So I don't even know what this is, but it's like, but to me, it doesn't even feel like they necessarily think it will work. It's to slow things down. It's not really to stop anything. It's to slow it up, slow it up, slow it up. Because I feel like they feel like it's moving too fast or something, or like it's going too quickly. So that's what I'm getting. Oh, thank you, Amy. Yeah. So, just people. Will MAGA Mike Johnson survive his home party after negotiating with the other side to forestall a government shutdown? Right? Didn't take long, and now he's in the vice. He's in a really difficult situation. Poor Mike. Will he survive? It's interesting because I feel like he's a little like savvier than now I forgot his name, the last guy. He's a little savvier than that speaker, but Kevin, but he falls more into the hardliners or with the hardliners. So I feel like I just heard missteps. So he may like hold out and not do a deal or something, or hold the line. I just heard hold the line. So I feel like he might try to hold out either as long as he can, or he's going to hold off. But I feel like whatever he does, it's really, really, really bad for the House. It's really, really bad. And they're not about what's good or bad for the country. They don't really care. They're more about earning, they literally go day to day and just try to earn as much as they can and, make theater and whatever. So all I can tell you is where he's leaning. And I feel like he's leaning going with the MAGA hardliners. So I feel like he's more with them for some reason. I feel like he's more in with them than Kevin was. But I'm not 100% sure that he will stay with them. But I feel like right now he's trying to just kind of shut his eyes and go with them. But I think it's going to become really, really hard. I think they're going to put a lot of pressure on him. And if he ends up making a deal, I think they may get rid of him. But right now, I feel like he's on that wobbly footing because feels like he's with them, but I feel like he may have a lot of pressure put on him. So who'd want to be in his shoes right now, right? It seems horrible. But as far as his views, I feel like he's more in line with the crazies. But and I keep seeing Trump, I keep seeing Putin. So I think they're weighing heavily on him right now, or there's pressure being applied by them or their people that they keep coming up. So I just want to mention that. So yeah, that's all I got. Will E. Jean Carroll get a Rudy Giuliani-sized award for punitive damages, the second trial against Trump? So I haven't really looked at this. I've been kind of not scared to look at it, but I'm just so or maybe I'm too biased to look at it because I'm so irritated and angry about the fact that you could victimize someone and then lie about them and then have other people threaten them to I mean, it's just so awful and ugly. And I feel my heart goes out to her so much that it's really hard to look at this, but I'll do the best that I can. Right now, Adam and I are we are trying to manifest 50 mil. So help us manifest 50 mil. Because I said, it's what they got 138, and this is one person. She's already got 5. She wants 15. Let's give her 50. So anyway, okay. So let me look at 100 million. I know it's almost like there is no number because she's been so abused by this man. So, and continues to be, right? Okay. So I feel I'm trying to put myself with the jury. So that's what I'm doing right now. When I'm closing my eyes, I'm trying to put myself with them. I feel like they're very confused. They're very confused by, I almost feel like they're like, is this normal? Because I feel like the chaos in the courtroom and the stuff going on with the judge and with it, it's almost like, is this how court is or what? So I feel like they're a little bit like uncomfortable and confused by how it's going or how it is. And I'm going to see what they're with her. I'm getting there with her. So I feel like they have a lot of empathy and sympathy for her. So it looks good. I don't think they've decided on a number, but I feel like but I'm getting there with her. And I can feel their like upset and empathy for her. So that's what I'm getting. So I assume they will get, she may get a high number. So let's just, manifest. Yeah, anywhere between 50 and 100 million, I think would be great. Anything that makes his head explode would be fantastic, or his hand explode. Whatever. All right. Oh, hi, Julie and Dennis. Nice to see you guys. Alina Habba said she'd rather be pretty than smart. Well, she kind of got her wish, didn't she? Because she can fake smart. Well, no, not actually. Turns out you can't really. Not in court anyway. Maybe other places you can. Why does she think she can fake smart? Seems pretty dumb. Why? Let's see what's going on in her brain. My lap fell in my lap. So I feel like whatever is happening with this particular trial, she feels like it got dumped on her. It fell in her lap. She have a husband? Because I get her complaining to her husband, like unloading on her husband all the time.
Yeah, she's married.
Okay, I'm getting this she vents to him.
I haven't ever seen him, but I imagine he's as awful as she is.
Probably.
I mean, how could he not be?
Extremely short-sighted, very, very short-sighted, very extremely, I mean, none of this is going to be a surprise, but I can feel it. It's like I'm walking in her stilettos. It, very surface, very materialistic, but really wants to, but a social climber, wants to get in with the big people, because I feel like her plan was to like be Hollywood's lawyer. I feel like that was the plan, or that's what she wanted to do or saw herself doing or something. So we might see her make some kind of shift after this to like, a Hollywood kind of lawyer. Because I feel like she wants to be with those people. a lot like Trump in a way, because that's how he was. He was really wanted to be accepted by a certain group, and I feel like she's the same way. She's going to have a hard time after this. She may even lose her license. Not after this case, but after all this is said and done, it feels like she may even lose her license. So I don't know what she's going to do. I'm getting this is entertainment purposes only, but I'm getting something about cheating. So I feel like it has to do with, because you're asking about smart, and I feel like there may have been some cheating in her schooling or in her something. There's something coming up about cheating, and I feel like it's like academic. So and not to, it's purely, just my voices in my head. But that's coming up, and I think it's to kind of illustrate that she'll pretty much do whatever it takes to get where she thinks she wants to be. I think that's what it's supposed to kind of show. And so far she feels like it's kind of like it's worked out for me, that kind of thing. But it's not, it's going to be short-lived. And I feel like she has a lot of lessons to learn. I feel like a downfall coming. And so, yeah, that's what I'm getting. I mean, I think some of this is like, oh, that's obvious. But what's interesting to me is she doesn't see it. I feel like she thinks, oh, this is my, my big chance. But I do feel like her feeling put upon, and things are just, they're just dumping things on her at this point. So anyway, I can feel that frustration. And like I said, she kind of unloads on her husband all the time. So who knows how that will be, how long he can do that. So, but yeah, very, very materialistic, and very much a lot of similarities to Trump, actually. Kind of not really any remorse, kind of just does whatever they need to do to get ahead, doesn't care about lying, doesn't care about, and this is all for entertainment purposes only. And apparently will cheat as well. So. Some foreign leadership have begun to publicly worry about a second Trump term. Will we see more of this public consternation from foreign leaders who aren't the axis of evil? Right. For some reason, the State of the Union came up, and I'm not sure if it's this may be something talked about in the State of the Union, or there may be an equivalent State of the Union where somebody talks about this. So just put a pin in that. Just keep that. I don't know why that came up. I just got chills with that. So there may be another leader who talks about Trump in their State of the Union. Like what if, that kind of thing. Like, and I feel like they're I don't know what this is. It's like overhearing or a hot mic moment or something, is like we're not dealing with Trump. So I feel like there may even be fear that like some countries will just like not deal with him. They will not deal with him. So if he's in there, they're not talking to him. They're not going to deal with him. There's something about that. Either it will come out in, to me, it almost seems like it's accidental, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's an on purpose accident. Yeah, that's what I'm getting on that. So if there was more, but I'm not really getting a whole lot on that. Can't say a conspiracy. It's just Cruz as a Zodiac killer. Is MTG the pipe bomber? Apparently, she tweeted the pipe bomber was non-threatening. It does look like, or you cannot deny that the body, the build, the shoes, the whatever. Yeah, the Ted Cruz thing Cassie did on her channel. She did a thing on the Zodiac killer, and she's like, all I can find is stuff on Ted Cruz, because there was that hilarious conspiracy that it was him. Okay, people are funny. Okay, so let's talk about. So it will come out. It will come out. It's going to come out. I feel a little blocked actually, but I even feel a little bit confused on the energy of the person. I'm asking, like, is it a man or a woman? Is it? And I'm getting kind of a mixture. So either, and I think I said this before, either a man that's more has a more feminine energy, or a woman that has more masculine energy, which totally would fit her. But it's a weird. I'm getting a little bit of mixed. So it makes me think maybe it is her. But I feel a little obscured. I've had this happen before where it's like, did you hear that weird noise? It's weird. What's that? Okay. Anything else? Let me see if I can get anything else from that. Just got hot on the trail. So I feel like they're on to this person. I feel like they may know who it is even, or they're hot on their trail. And it will come out. I'm just going to leave it there. I feel a little bit obscured. Yeah, she is heavy-footed. She totally is. And just everything. It's weird. I get the weirdest feeling when I look at that. And I think it's almost like exactly what I got before. I'll have to go back and look. I don't even know where it is, but I've looked at this like a couple of other times, and it's like, it's the same. And I always feel a little bit like, you don't want to, it's almost like you don't want to say it, or you don't want to say it yet, or something like that. Like, you hold on kind of thing. So
I'm convinced that Marjorie Taylor Greene used to be a man. Martin Taylor Greene.
Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. And it could, yeah, she's so kind of a vile person. I don't want to say too many mean things about her, but she's just not a very nice person. Has Jack Smith sent target letters to members of Congress? Is this why some of them have ramped up their rhetoric? Target letters. So they're pointing me to the stage. It's like anyone who spoke on that stage, Trump, and Eastman, but there were other ones, and I'm wondering if, I don't know if you guys remember, but I'm wondering if there were any Congress people that spoke that day on the stage, because they're pointing me toward, like, everybody on that stage is like in his either getting charged or is about to be charged, or is in that Mo Brooks. Okay, so yeah, so they're pointing me like towards the stage and saying anybody here is going to be, they're a target, or they're going to get charged. They're going to be charged. Mark Meadows gave somebody up. I just heard that. So something from Mark Meadows, either he told them or his text or something gave up somebody. I want to say it's somebody like Ron Johnson or Jim Jordan, is somebody like that. Like, I'm asking who it is, but I won't. Yeah. It's weird. Some of this stuff I feel a little bit like, just wait. But I just heard that. So Mark Meadows gave somebody up, or they got information from him on somebody in Congress. And I feel like they're going to be charged, actually. This feels like it's later in the year. It feels like maybe spring or summer. But this feels like the DOJ. It doesn't feel like Jack Smith. It feels like the DOJ. That first part with the stage seemed like Jack Smith. This over here that I was just talking about with Mark Meadows seems like the DOJ. I just heard hometown. I think somebody may be arrested in their hometown. Or they may go to get them in their hometown. DC court, I just heard. Or maybe in their hometown, they mean like on the Hill, like in Congress, they're going to be. I mean, I think most of us would pay good money to see that. I just heard the DC court in my hometown, so I'm wondering if they're going to be arrested in DC. Man, what a mess. So I guess the short answer is yes. I think this is why some of them are getting nervous. I don't know about target letters, but they're definitely like going after these people. So, hi, John New. Hi, Gigi by the Sea. It's crazy. SCOTUS is hearing an important case. RE, government agencies and their regulatory powers, the Chevron defense doctrine. Really important. How they rule for our environment, government oversight, etc. Yeah, I didn't fully understand that we watched a little segment and I didn't quite fully understand what it's all about, but I'm just gonna, it's okay. I don't have to know. Like I said, sometimes it's good to have some context and sometimes it just doesn't matter. Okay. So I keep hearing they're setting themselves up. This makes me feel like they're they may not rule in a way that we are happy about. But I also feel like it leads to some big changes with the Supreme Court. I feel like it leads to something big happening. To me, it feels like it changes the way how many there are. It also changes how I think it may even change their lifetime appointment. But it's all connected. So and it's weird too, because it feels like a short period of time. It doesn't feel like we live with this, they do this awful thing and we live with it for 10 years. And then it's like everything's really short and compact. It's like they make a ruling. It's not what we like, and things. But it leads to these other changes. So it's like they're setting themselves up to be like gone or not have the court continue in this way. And I think it was to do just okay, so I'm getting it. It feels like it's to do just the opposite. They want it to continue and to like be, have it be, have even more power or even more say or something. And it's going to do just the opposite. It's going to turn it around. So without knowing too much about it, I hope that makes sense, but that's what I'm getting. So we may not be happy at first, but then remember what I'm telling you, that this is, it's kind of short-lived. It feels like it's short. And then it's like, oh, everything just turned on its head, exactly what they didn't want. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. Is there the possibility that sleepy brain surgeon Ben Carson could be Trump's pick for VP? Could you imagine that ticket? Oh, people would vote for them just to get that doctor to stop talking, because he's so, he's like a handful of sleeping pills. He just puts you to sleep. Would he just hibernate for 4 years? Could you imagine that ticket? I can't imagine that would be the case. But it's weird because I thought, isn't he the one? I thought he was the one who passed I don't know. I think I have the nominees that were mixed up. I think I'm thinking of a different era. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that. All right. Ben Carson for VP. No. I feel like he's thinking of like a younger woman. I feel like he's too old. I feel like he's too, boring. But I feel like he's looking at younger women. I think he's going that way. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Do your guys have any insight on Trump's pick? Okay, well, I just said like younger. I feel like he hasn't decided. Interesting, because I feel like he's looking at a couple of like Congress people or House people or Senate people, like a couple of those, and I feel like they're like, go for a governor or a governor. So I feel like he's trying to go this way and they're wanting him to go this way. It could be Carrie Lake that they're trying to get him to go with. Okay, I just got chills with that. So I feel like maybe he's trying to be steered towards Carrie Lake, but I feel like he is looking at like people in Congress. So so it's, to me, it feels very undecided right now. It doesn't feel like it's decided. It feels like it's very up in the air. It's interesting. Even his team doesn't feel like he's going to win. I mean, it feels like they're collecting a paycheck. They're trying to get paid. So even them, I feel like they don't have really any, they don't really think he's going to win. Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I'm getting. Oh, what's happening with Matt Gaetz since the Never Kevin McCarthy episode? He seems pretty quiet. Yeah, he does. He does. Yeah, let's see. Like he was told not to rock the boat, or don't rock the boat. I've always seen old stuff coming back for him. I feel like there's something coming for him. Oh, but I've seen that for years. It's like, get that guy already. If you're going to get him. But I mean, look how long though it took for just Trump to get indicted. Like we saw it for years, right? And then it finally is here. But I feel like something old, and I would imagine it's probably the stuff that happened in Florida, all that stuff coming back for him. For some reason, I feel like his protection's not there, or whatever protection was there before is gone. Like it's not there for him this time. He's angered somebody. He's made somebody upset. Because I do feel like it's almost like retaliating, or it's coming back for him because they're angry at him and now his protection is gone. So yeah, so that's what I'm getting. Never Kevin. George Conway says with confidence that there's no way Trump doesn't do time. That's okay. Well, when I was on with Debbie on Friday, I got just like a hit out of the blue that he was going to be found guilty in the summer. So I'm just going to build on that and see where that goes. Let's see what happens with that. Guilty for something. Somewhere. Okay. I think he may be right, you guys. I think he may be right. I'm feeling like there may be some like heavy negotiating at some point. And I'm only seeing, like, I'm following one thread, right? Because you're asking me, what about this thing that he keeps saying? and it seems like there's a big some kind of negotiating, and because Trump can't get it out of his own way, I feel like he messes it up or it gets screwed up or something. And he may actually go to federal prison. To me, it feels like federal prison. It doesn't feel like state prison. It feels like federal prison. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So I'm just going to stick with that. That's good. That's a good outcome. Yeah. All right. How would it work? I don't know. I'm just getting like something falls apart. Like there's a big negotiation and it kind of falls apart because of him. So yeah, exactly. The great deal maker. Roger Stone was recorded on an audio tape literally saying that a prominent Democrat like Eric Swalwell needed to be killed on January 6th to get everybody in line. Oh my gosh. Will this finally Stone a jail cell? Oh gosh. I know some of these people, it's like Steve Bannon, like these people, they so deserve to they're just so dangerous. They're just such dangerous people. Ew, all these like really heavy energies. I'm like, I have to sage after this. Okay. Roger Stone. I just heard. So I got federal indictment. It's pretty clear. And I don't know if it has anything to do with this. It's just, or it could be just stuff he's done, but I just heard federal indictment. Washington. There's something about his phone too. Something about his phone. They're going to get his phone, or they have his phone, or something. I feel like it's all there, or it's in there, or something like that. Takedown. I just heard. Assets. So he may have assets taken away or something like that. I mean, some of these people, you don't know if they have money or not. They say they do, but they all say they do. So, but I'm getting he may get assets taken away as well. So his day's coming. There's so many of them, right? It's like, where do you start? I guess you just start with the bottom and work your way up, start with the people that raided the building and then work your way up. I feel like they're getting there. But there's something about his phone that's like really prominent. So maybe that has like, it's all in there, or it's a big piece of evidence or a major piece of evidence or something. But there's something about his phone. Yeah, started with Rudy, exactly. Julia Dennis, lock them all up in one jail cell. Yeah, really, save the taxpayers some money, right? Just lock them all up together. Okay, Trump flaunts the law and is incredibly disrespectful of the judge, the jury, and the prosecution while in court. Please tell us a judge will finally hold him in contempt and put him in jail overnight. Yeah, at least overnight, right? Ugh. Secret Service. Does he still have Secret Service, or is it like?
Yeah, he has Secret Service.
Okay, that's why I'm
he
hearing.
will the rest of his life.
Okay, maybe that's why I'm hearing that it would be hard to do before he's convicted. Like it would be hard, maybe because of that fact. I'm not sure, but that's what I heard was Secret Service, and kind of like that maybe what ultimately deters them from just throwing him in jail overnight. It's like, how would that work? But I do feel like he's going to have some contempt charges. I'm seeing like money, but I'm also feeling like going back to like a gag order or something like that, like not being able to, or maybe borrowing him for the courtroom or something like that. But it feels like it's like you're I can't decide if it's like you be quiet or you're out of here, that kind of thing. Maybe it could be a little bit of both, but it does feel like there's going to be some contempt things. There's going to be some trying to get him to shut up, whether it's a gag order or pushing him out of the court, just telling him to get out of the courtroom or something. Because I feel like it's not going to, it's like they won't do nothing for long. It's going to, and I do feel like the dam has to break. Like somebody's going to do something and then it's going to be like everybody starts doing stuff because it's like, oh, it's no big deal or whatever. So look for that as well, that I feel like somebody may actually get frustrated enough they actually do something kind of big, and then it's kind of like the dam breaks. So we saw that with indictments, right? It's like once the first one got that, it's like, oh, I'll indict him too, and it's like indictment party. So but it feels like kind of like that, like say the dam breaks in some way, and then it's like, okay, we're gonna find this guy, we're gonna shut this guy up, we're gonna kick this guy out, we're gonna, so yeah. Great, Connie's clown. That's it, you guys. We made it to the end. It's 7:29. Just enough time to say good night and good luck. So thanks, Adam. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming, hanging out here live. I'm going to go up just a little bit and name check you guys. And thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. I hope you'll come and hang out with me Sunday for the Sunday show. And we'll talk then. So Janice Connett, Chris Wickens, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Martha Spillman, Chili S, and thank you, Connie, for Connie Brown for Connie B for getting things organized in the chat a little bit. So thank you for that. Or keeping people apprised of things. So Chris Wickens, Martha Spillman, Shelly S, Rob Falciano, thanks for hanging out. Prairie Griffith, yay. Music RN Diana, Jay Haynes, Arlene Forney, Terry Goodhart, Deb C, Tarot by the Bay. Thank you, Adam. Mimi Rose, Music RN Diana, Faye Terrajak. Susan Bain, Deb Z. Let's see, Tarot by the Bay again. T. Lynn, Sheila Lawrence, Lisa. Tarot by the Bay, Lisa Graham, Rebecca Rios, Sweetie Darling Lulu, Connie B. Yes, thank you, Connie B. Shelly S. Patricia Franzino, Julie and Dennis. Nice to see you guys. Dennis Jennings. Kevin's Loving Vibrations. Hi, Kevin. John of New. Hey, John. Thanks for coming out. Nice to see you. Carol Gallagher. Sarah Marcus. Mimi Rose. Lisa Graham. Susan Bain. Rebecca Rios. Leslie. Spirit made me do it. Hello, hello. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, check out Spirit Made Me Do It. It's such a great channel. Thank you, Marcy. Jamie Johnson, Foxy Roxy, Patty Olson, Elaine Arnoldi, Sweetie Darling Lulu, Shelly S, Flora K, Freda Stanger, Carol Michael, Rainey, Carolyn Porterfield Moxie. Thank you. Barb P, Noelle Douglas, Sandra in Connecticut. Thank you. Black Boots. Love that. Oh, thank you, Black Boots. Carol Chandler. Jennifer Peterson. Thank you so much. And I love your shampoo. She has a shampoo line that she sent me. If you want to put, Jennifer, if you want to put it in the chat, you're welcome to. It's the best, like, it's powder peppermint shampoo, and it's so wonderful. So thank you. Prince Charming's mom. I know Linda. Diane. Anne Red. Francie MJ Goss. Cheryl Nash McIsaac. Deedle D. Deedly D. Heather Sue F. Kimmy G. Sherry Boyer. Ms. Beachboxer. Donna Newhouse. Wild Wisdom Journeys. Liz L. Blue Eyes. Thanks so much. Melissa Williamson. Angel Works by Pam Drinnen. Terry Goodhart. Lucretia Valdez. Sandy Party. Faye Torjak. Elaine Arnoldi. Christinia Ibarra. Frida Stanger. Linda Sherrill. Jess R. David Mackham. Grace is Glory. Carol Lamb, thank you. Jamie Johnson, Susan Bame. And Mary Weinstein. Thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys Sunday. Thank you so much for hanging out. Don't let the news get to you. Watch my orb video. We've got plenty of help and support on the other side. So if you need a lift, watch that and just know your prayers are being heard. You know, whether you can see it or not. You know, I was letting you see, but it makes a difference. And so when I get nervous or worried or upset, that's what I do. I pray. And so I just wanted to show you a prayer session and what can happen with your energy if you when you pray. So watch that and feel better. We have lots and lots of help on the other side. Celestial Lightworker, Wonder Woman. Leslie, Anita Pace, Teresa Campbell, Hilda Flores. Okay, thanks everybody. Good night.